Hello, and welcome back to a new video. Well, I'm making this the first video on my new channel, so welcome to the channel. My name is Pooky. You can call me Pooky, or Brayden, or Pooks, or any rendition of Pooky. And I am an illustrator. You might know me from my other channel, but I'm creating this new channel to prune subscribers because the other channel had a lot of subscribers, but most of them were not active. So I'm looking to build an active community. Now, what I'm doing here is called a Meet the Artist Challenge, and it's just a little introduction to me and my art and how I work. So I wanted to do a fairly realistic rendition of myself in my style, and being a heavier person, that means more blockiness, which I don't mind at all. Getting the proportions correct was more important to me than idealizing anything. So what I first do when I'm making something like this is I draw out the body. That way I know what I have to do to make the clothes fit and not look strange. So yeah, always use references when you're trying to make something look correct. So like with these boots, I was using references from the internet, and they turned out nicely. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with the head at first, but I figured it out in a few seconds, I think. No, I'm doing the bag first. Yeah, and included is what I carry in a day. So, I've got my bag, I've got a file folder, I've got my meds, got my tablet pen and my tablet, got my wallet, my phone, some mints, and my keys. And there's the layout that I figured out. And then I clean up the sketch, and then I work on line art. Oh, here I am figuring out what's wrong with the head. The problem was my eyes and nose were on the same level. And I wanted to make my sweatshirt personalized. I do want to order one of these eventually, like a personalized sweatshirt with my characters on it. But I gotta save up money to do that. Probably either through Redbubble or Sticker Mule, just to get an idea of what I can do. Speaking of Sticker Mule, I have a Patreon, and I'm thinking of adding acrylic keychains to the rewards for my Patreon. Because right now, most of the rewards are digital, but I want to give you guys something physical. Not sure exactly what the keychains will have on them. I'm still figuring that out. But for current patrons and future patrons, I'm probably going to make, not monthly, but like every 3 months, a set of keychains. And maybe stickers, I don't know. Regardless, if you're interested in my work, go look at my Patreon. I post there on a regular basis. And if you'd like to see me work in real time, All the Pokemon that's popping up is because I was doing this on Twitch. And that's one of the games that's on Twitch, is the Pokemon Community game. You can catch Pokemon while you watch me draw. Or play games. It depends on the day. Now, the line art for this is pretty simple compared to some of the line art that I've done in the past, but I still think it came out nicely. It's very clean. I do one of these about every year, so maybe when I do it next year, I will update this for the channel trailer, because this video is going to be the channel trailer. I've never had one before, but I planned in advance, because I'm a professional. So welcome to my channel. You can expect more of this. And if you are more interested in like long form content, my old channel is now my VOD channel for Twitch. So you don't have to catch the VODs on Twitch, you can just catch them on YouTube. Because Twitch deletes things, and YouTube doesn't. So yeah, the character on my sweatshirt is called Corey, which means girl in Greek. Corey, I don't know how it's pronounced in Greek, but I call it Corey. Behold my handwriting. Not great, but it's decent. It's okay. It's readable. I misspelled character. And then we do likes and dislikes. Of course, I'm gonna redo all the writing. Oh, okay, so here is another day on Twitch. And we're going to be working on the writing part and the coloring part here in a second. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. It's the coloring part. I'm a pretty pale person, so keeping the skin tone pretty light was nice. And I do have this hair color, in case you were wondering. It's not an exaggeration. It's called Cyan, and it's from Ion Color Brilliance. It's a very nice hair color, and it lasts for a long time. Like, for a non-natural color, it lasts a good 4 months. And then it starts fading, but like it fades a little bit in the 4 months, but it starts really fading after that. So you just gotta redo it every 4 months or so, which is not too bad for your hair. Yeah, I really like the Color Brilliance ones, because they're pretty potent. I'll put it that way. Tori is a Canadian lynx, and she is pretty gray. But she's one of my older characters, so she can be gray all she wants. There we go. Reference. Yay. Oh, and on my Twitch, we have a, there's points that you can get by watching my streams, and you can spend those points on a redemption called Draw Me Like an Animal. And here, I did a little doodle of one of my Twitch people as a Pallas cat. If you've not heard of Pallas cats before, they are, I believe, from Siberia? But they are very chunky and very upsetty spaghetti. They're very territorial and upset looking. They're cute as babies, but as adults, yikes. Okay, back to coloring. Coloring my stuff was pretty simple. I think the hardest part was the file folder, really. And then comes shading. Now, I like to do a style of soft shading that includes, I think it's called subtractive shading, because I use an eraser rather than a pen to shade. Well, I use an eraser and an airbrush, but the eraser does the work, while the airbrush fills in areas that I didn't want to erase. So it's a subtractive shading method, but it ends up being very soft. I really like it. And of course, shading clothes is not my forte, but I think it came out pretty nice. I do need to do more studies, as always, but it came out pretty nice. Looks fairly realistic. And that's a medical alert bracelet, if you were wondering. Because I am disabled. Oh, if you are wondering about the goal at the bottom of the page, we actually reached it. So, thank you very much for those that were involved. My new monitors are serving me well. Because what happened was I had 2 monitors, but one was about 20 years old, and it died a painful death. It basically just wouldn't turn on anymore. So I let it retire. And I got 2 new 1080p monitors that are IPS, so they're not so hard on my eyes, because I spend a lot of time on the computer. And then this is just a bunch of rearranging. Oh yeah, I made a font one day, just for the fuck of it. I think we're nearing the end. Just gotta color the line art. And there we go. Well, thank you very much for sticking with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.